let's keep going. Now we are working on the other side. Once you get to a slit, remember to close it if you feel that that will help you customize a better fit. So close them up. Let's go ahead and work in this area to make sure that your Wig Buddy is attached to your grip band. I'm gently sliding my needle through, making sure that I don't grab the client's scalp. That would not be good, right? And see, the green is up in this area, but now you have to just be careful here and make sure that you're pulling your needle through the grip, but you're not poking your customer. Good lighting helps, guys. And if you need glasses, put them on. Now the only thing I want to customize here at the front is I want to make sure that this lace is flat. So I'm going to start my needle towards the back as usual. And then I am going to start gathering the lace just about a 1/4 inch upward and bringing it down very gently, because if you do it hard and fast, you will break the lace, okay? So up about a 1/4 inch. We're just gathering it so it can make it flat. And then I'll go ahead and take the rest of this lace. Bring it downward. Ouch, just poked myself. Well, I'm going to leave this needle and thread here. We can use it for when we're sewing this elastic band back. That will be at the end. I want to do the same thing on this side, so I'll go ahead and start a needle here. And go ahead and start gathering that lace so that it could be nice and flat. It's nice because when it's flat like that, your lace on your wig unit will be laid nice and flat. Make sure not to pull too fast or too tight. I made a little wrinkle on here, so I'm gonna do it again here. Sometimes you gotta rework it out. I don't want a wrinkle. I'm gonna work this lace. We are the artists. We are the ones in control. We can make it do whatever we want it to. Just have to be patient with it and with ourselves. Just mold it into what you want it to be. it is time to sew the elastic bands to the back. You can undo this elastic and tie it nice and firm, but you don't want to, you know, overpower it, just nice and firm. So this is what you're going to do. Take that elastic and sew it on to the wig buddy. You can use the lace that's on the squares. Alright, let's do the same on the other side. Remainder needle and thread, and just gonna start attaching that elastic band. Sometimes I will, if I can't see, I will lift up either the hair or the elastic, whatever I'm sewing down. Once that is completed, we can cut off the remainder elastic so there's not bulk. Cut them off, save them, and then when you're reusing the unit, you just take your sewing machine and sew this back on, okay? And now this is ready for a lace wig sewing. See how nice and flat this is? Go ahead and keep the paddles at the front here so that when you are sewing the lace wig in the front, you can make sure that you're not poking your customer. I'm going to try my best to not let the thread show. I'm using a lighter thread just so that you could see my sewing. Usually you would be using black thread. So every time I go in, I want to make sure that my next suture is going to be right near that last stitch and get back in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull with my needle nose pliers. I have a feeling it was hard because it was going through the grip band, and that's okay. Make sure you don't sew it onto the protective paddle either. There's a lot of things to remember. Okay. So again, since I sewed it here, first I want to make a knot on that lace. So I'm making a knot, and then to ensure that it's tight, kind of open it up like that. So then I want to go back through here. Alright. Again, onto a little knot. Grab a handy. So I want to bring this downward but I want to bring it underneath so that it doesn't show through the hair. This is where the protective paddle really helps, because you can feel, when you're going down, you can feel the needle scraping on the protective paddle, and that's cool. You want that because you know that you've gone all the way through. Boom. Boom. And then go back underneath. I'm scraping on that protective paddle so I know I'm down in there. Go ahead and get this needle through again. If you can't see, use your tools. And if it's too tough to pull out, use your needle nose. Those are some great tools to have. You could feel when your needle goes through the Wig Buddy. Right. Here. Going underneath so that you don't see the thread. Just basically traveling with the needle underneath. And once you go underneath and have traveled, then you want to grab hold of that Wig Buddy and attach it. Okay. Next. Traveling back down with that needle and thread. Make sure it's tight there. Okay, y'all, let's do this. Getting my thread back in. Alright, let's do what I taught you guys. Go underneath. Travel underneath with your needle and then make your little knot onto the Wig Buddy. If your fingers are sore, it's a little too tough, use your needle nose pliers. Open this up. Stop it! Travel again. Then grab hold of that Wig Buddy. Going underneath again and then attaching it to the Wig Buddy. Okay, there we go. This is where us stylists like to use both hands at the same time. Get down with it, okay? I want to make sure that it stays nice and flat. So I'm holding on. To the lace wig as taut as I can. Right? I want to go ahead and do a little suture here. Keep going underneath. Do another suture. Underneath. And doing that. I'm going to stop right here. at the very tip here of the Wig Buddy. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up here so that I can cut it off. One more stitcher here. Just want to make sure that it is on there. And this is kind of tight, so I don't want to hurt my little fingers. This is like a harder type of material, so I'm going to use my spring scissors for this. Right. That's annoying. I'm going to go ahead and start sewing this very bottom left to the edges, outer edges of the Wig Buddy. Ta-da! I want this to be nice and flat, so I'm going to go ahead, give it a little suture here. Make sure don't poke your customer's ear. Okay. You can't see, use your clips. Remember, we are using the color brown just to show you where I'm sewing, but you're going to use the color black. Right? You're going to be stretching that wig onto the edges here on the Wig Buddy. not poke your client's ear. Take your time. You're gonna get it. Keep tucking. It's a big piece here, so I could even actually just cut it. I don't want to tuck it into here. Let's do that. So I want to bring the thread under down here. I want to take this lace and tuck it. See the lace here? I want to tuck it. There's a little bubble here. Wear a nice little ponytail. I'm going to do the underneath knotting method to attach this part to the lace of the Wig Buddy. Start at one corner. Right? And go ahead and go underneath. Let's see if I can grab that. So with this paddle, I'm able to drag my needle onto the paddle to see that I actually went in through that lace. And go ahead and do a little knot. Open this up. Back under. Again, I can feel the needle dragging onto the paddle, which means it went underneath the lace. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're almost there. I would like to do with this extra lace is, guess what? You got it. Tuck. Tucky, tucky, tucky. Wig Buddy is a base that you can use to sew things down. See, that's all it is. It's your magic, it's your skills of maneuvering that makes things look natural. The Wig Buddy is your tool that can help you get there because it's providing a strong foundation, but ultimately you have to be the one with the guts to get up in there and you know, and make it work. To tuck that lace, if I want to get this down more, I want to make it look natural, so I want to make sure that my needle comes in clean. Then I want to just start the tucking process. So I'm going to come up here with the needle and keep going back up where I want to start tucking at. Good, and then, okay, let's see. Grab a little bit at a time. Take it, tuck, go back, under. There we go. All right, very cool. Now I just want to get this needle out. Of course, you know, your extra little touch, you can melt it, you can tweeze it, make it your own design. They want a left side part or right side part.